this. But there's just a few things that I wanted to talk about. So if anybody's here, hi, I don't think anybody's here. This is totally completely random and I won't be long, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to make a video. I'm just going to go live. Anyhow, I know that the Johnny Depp trial is going on, but I had to take a break from that. And then I started listening to Leticia. Oh my gosh, the girl can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Um, but there is just so many things I want to say. And I did see that Trisha did another live stream where she was talking about Leticia. And there's just a few things that I wanted to say about that too. So okay, I see 4 people are in here. I don't know. Hey, whoever's here, this is completely random. I don't even, oh wait, Miss Moonbear. Hey, Razor. Hi. This is such a trip. Okay. I have not done this in forever and usually stream, but welcome. Hello. All right. So as I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard me. I just have a few things to say about what Trisha had to say. Hey, Raylene, how are you? What Trisha had to say about Leticia. You guys, I'm just like so into this right now. Um, I think Trisha says a lot of the things that I can relate with, like the frustration with, Leticia going around and just blaming everybody in the whole world for her issues, for her problems. However, the only issue I'm having is like, wait a minute, Trisha, you've only become enlightened in the past few weeks, right? And I'm like, And if you guys listened to my video earlier, hold on, I ran. Oh, hey, Boston girl, how are you? This is so weird. I swear, I feel like a weirdo talking to my screen. But hey, Reza, I hope you're doing good. Um, See, I'm so weird. I sound stupid because when I do my videos, I really think about what I'm going to say. But I'm like, I got too much to say, and I'm just going to say it. And this is me. This is how I am. So anyhow, you know, Trisha has just become enlightened, if you will. And I'm like, I get that you want to help somebody, but are you in a position to really be, quote unquote, helping someone? She's giving some advice. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay, Trisha, because now she could say, well, now I'm seeing it from a different perspective because now she's seeing somebody that's a tad bit crazier, a tad bit out there. But I'm like, but you aren't at that point where you've heeded all that advice. Because, I hope Trisha keeps moving forward, okay? But we all know one little thing will pop up and then it's back to the same old, same old. Um, talking about Leticia having to provide for herself, which is true. Get out of the car, turn off the damn video, and shit, make jewelry, sell it on a corner, do something. Walk people's dogs for $1 or two, whatever. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, Trisha, you're telling her to get her life together, but I mean, are you going to get a job? Are you going to get a job to. Okay, great. As long as you guys can hear me. I don't know if anybody can hear me. My Wi-Fi is kind of in and out, but Trisha is on now with the universe. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's intriguing to me because if I wanted to see how Trisha would perceive Leticia, if she'd be like, holy crap, yeah, that was me. I don't know if she sees it that way. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Yes, I'm live. Hi, Southern Angel Girls. I guess I should put my glasses on because I can't see. The house is quiet. I have some time to myself, and I thought, okay, I can go live. So it's just really weird to me that, Trisha's giving this advice. And some of it's good advice, but, like the whole dating app. I watched Leticia's videos. I had to take a break because I'm just like, oh my gosh, how you spend so much time sitting there bitching and moaning rather than being self-sufficient, doing something. If you could sit there for hours and hours and just talk, 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 you can do something. I don't know. I don't know what she could do because with Leticia, like any little thing sets her off, and it's like, what kind of job can she hold? How many people can she be around? What? Oh, thanks, Moonbear. Thank you. Okay, these glasses are not working. Um, and I don't know. I'm just like, wait, let's see. If I didn't know who Trisha was, I would be like, yeah, great advice. But knowing her, which one is the pot and which one is the kettle. Yeah, it's like, okay, if Trisha was at a point in her life right now where she had a job, whatever it was that she was making, if she had a job, a 9 to 5 or even part time, hey Karen, how are you? Um, then I could see where she could be in the position to say, hey, you know what? I was in that boat, but I got myself together. I got a job, and I got back with my therapist, and I'm back on the right medications. This is one thing that is kind of bothering me, that Leticia keeps on saying, oh, I healed myself. I'm doing organic. I'm eating, she's a vegan and she's all this stuff. And I'm like, Leticia is the most bougie homeless person that I know of, because, I mean, she's buying $10 shakes, or she was at one time. And, being a vegan, from what I understand, I'm not vegan, but it's expensive. It is very expensive. And did I hear TT say she was in a storage container? Yeah, she looks like she has her things in excuse me, storage. I don't think she's living there, but she made it seem like it. But Letitia's saying, "Oh, I healed myself, by eating organic." I guess she's not taking medications. And I'm like, "Girl, clearly you need some medications because you are very unbalanced." And still with this baby, I don't know 100% if she's pregnant, if she's not. Um, I pray that it's an illusion, because women can do that. I don't know if people are aware of that. And I think I can relate to what I'm watching because I've seen. Hey, lovely Lisa, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm very. This was very spontaneous. I said, let's go live. Boop. Um, some women can actually trick their bodies into believing they're pregnant. I know someone very well that did that, and it's weird where they actually will produce the belly, they'll produce, oh gosh, excuse me, produce milk and all that. So I'm like, maybe she's just imagining she's pregnant, whatever it might be. And I'm like, sitting back and hearing Leticia say some of the things she's saying, and I'm like, how do you say that and not feel like you're unbalanced and you need some kind of help, whether it's talking to a therapist or getting on medication. I don't understand it. It's so trippy to me, but I can't stop watching. Let's see what Stephanie says. I have never seen anyone who thinks the world owes them something like she does. Did you watch the Flat Bottom Girls cupcake review? No, I didn't see that. Uh, I've only watched a few. No, I've watched quite a few videos of Leticia's. I'm intrigued, and my husband does not get it. He's like, I don't understand why you like to watch these people. Um, but I have dealt with some off the wall people. I've seen a lot of off the wall situations, but um, Leticia, I have to say, she takes the cake. I thought Trisha was out there with the stories and stuff, and I've been watch her channel. Oh, really? Oh, I'll have to check that out. It's mind-boggling. It is. It is. It's just like, and a part of me, because I'm going to compare the two, Trisha and Leticia, because like I said, there's so many similarities, although there are some big differences. Um, I, I've never heard like Trisha say like she's just going to go out and shoot up the whole world, or I hate the world. Yes, I've heard her threaten harm towards certain people, but I've never heard Trisha just say like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot up everybody," and not like Leticia, where Leticia's saying, "Oh, it's raining, and I just feel like getting in my car or my little black cloud and driving and running into people," and I'm like, "That's bullshit." That right there, because I know that a lot of people are like, "Oh, you guys shouldn't be talking about Leticia, and she's really got mental problems." Okay, but we cannot ignore the fact that she's making a threat to harm people in out on the road. I don't want to be that person that comes across this crazed woman who's upset with her circumstances that she's put herself in, and have her harm me because she's mad at the world because she screwed her life up. I mean, yeah, we've all had issues, we've all had problems, but that's not how you handle things. Oh, let me read some of the comments. Sorry. I'm telling you. As a nurse, okay, lovely Lisa says, as a nurse, I've seen many mental patients and she's up there with her mental illness, with her illness. But I heard her say today that she's not mentally ill, that she's just disabled. Okay, Karen says, I've never seen a homeless person so pompous and picky. She's obviously not hungry, cold, or sick. I guess there's all kinds of levels of homelessness. No, she's bougie. That's what I said. She's a bougie homeless person. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Okay, she needs to be on meds and deep therapy. Exactly. And I heard Trisha say something today about, like, oh, all the medications I was taking. It's like, wait, don't sit there and tell her that you've got your life together because you kicked all the medications. I don't believe that. I think that Trisha needs medications to balance herself. No, and I'm not talking about like the oxys and all the other stuff, the pain meds and whatever. Um, but it's like you're trying to give this girl advice, but you saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm not on medications." This girl, Leticia, clearly needs some kind of medication to balance her out. Because she just snaps. She's talking okay and everything's really calm, and then she's like, "Oh my God, you're violating me with your words, your thoughts. You're staring at me. I'm violated." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" She just snapped like that. Scary but intriguing. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Hey, let it go. I didn't get the notice. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here. I have no idea. Let's see. Hey, Blue Skies, how are you? She's wild. I just watched the two-part video this morning, and she accused him of violating her for caressing her. She refuses her meds and self-medicates with weed. Yeah, and I don't think, I don't have anything against weed, but I do think that some people, their brain chemistry or their how they react to it changes them. And if already you have issues, how does that react to that? I don't know. I don't smoke weed, so I don't know, but I'm just saying. Let's see. Um, hey, Danny. Uh, TT giving advice. She should rewatch herself and take her own advice. Exactly, Raylene. And I was thinking about that today as I'm listening to Trisha. And I'm like, okay, if you really want Leticia to see how much you've grown and to see the real you, then why don't you put up some of your old videos so she can see, oh, okay, look at her behavior. It is a lot like mine, but look at she's changed. That's just me being a rational person. I'm rationalizing the situation. Sorry, I know I'm being a smartass, but okay, let me see. You're thinking about me. You turned off. Stop playing with my electronics. And that is just like, I don't know. It's so, I don't know. It's, like I said, I can't stop watching. It is so, um, intriguing to me. That's all I can say. Let's see. Oh, there's my finger. Hi, guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I've got you staring at my magazine, so I said, I'm going to give you something to stare at because I don't like to be on camera. I talk too much. When I do my Nana videos, that's okay because, I play the part and I get into that. But let's see. Lisa says, see, TT knows better with advice. TT knows better with the advice she was giving. Yeah? Okay, it's a balancing act. You have to take care of yourself, Moon Bear says. It's a balancing act. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anything else. And she is refusing to take the help that she has available to her through the government aid. Exactly. Addictive. Yes, it's addictive. TT giving TLC advice was YouTube gold, right? Right. Okay, let's see. Blue Sky says asking. Wait, a that's asking a lot of weed, thinking it would take place of serious medical intervention. Yes, take care. Hey, Stitching Girl, how are you? Moonbear is on point 100%. 100%. You have to get yourself right before you can sit there and, number one, give advice to anyone or see changes. You have to fix what's wrong with you, and sure, wait, okay, I'm all over the place, I know, sorry, but as I was listening to Trisha this morning, she said, I had to learn this on my own. I had to learn how to do this. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody reaching out to me. And I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I can count on my hands the number of people that have come and gone in Trisha's, while being here on YouTube. In real life, I don't know. But here on YouTube, I have seen genuine people try to stand by Trisha, try to make Trisha stop when she's doing this. I know now Trisha's like, well, at that time I wasn't able, I wasn't ready. It's like, no. And one being, I don't know if Makeup by Mandy's still here. Mandy would be there. She was there for the bloody live stream. For those of you who have been around for a long time, as I have, the dinosaur here, Mandy was trying to talk her down from it. There were people that were like, Trisha, you shouldn't do this. Trisha, unplug. Trisha, turn it off and talk to me. Trisha, I'm here for you. Nikki Rev, she's another one. And when Trisha says like, oh, nobody was really reaching out to me, I'm like, there you go again. You're taken away from the people who have actually stood by you and tried to help you. But like I said, I think I tweeted it. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I'm going live. I can't put this all on Twitter. I got too much to say. I'm like, the drama was too much. It was too much for Trisha to let go because she loved the drama. I don't know. That's my opinion. That is my opinion about it, that the drama was worth her losing these good people in her life. I don't know. It's just weird. It is so crazy that some people just, they need that attention. Okay, let me go back to the comments here. Ms. Moonbear says, I know I have been around. I know I haven't been around that long, but I have given advice on many occasions. You know what, Miss Moonbear? I have this too. Although I do poke fun at Trisha and some of the things, in my videos, when I share my thoughts and opinions, sometimes I hope and I wish, like, maybe Trisha's listening. Maybe she'll take what I said, not as like a direct criticism, but say, hey, she makes sense. Because I think it was Nikki Reb that saw my last video, and I was going to do a video on it, but you guys, people sit here and say, get a life, I have a life. I really do, and I can't sit down and make videos, nor can I go live when I'd like to. But she said something like, wow, I was expecting Spike T, Nana, to come at me, because it's a drama community, because I had something to say. Hey, Crystal, how are you? And I thought, but that's not my style. Yeah, that's how people are in this community. But if I have some advice or if I have some constructive criticism, you're not going to hear it if I'm screaming at you. If I'm like, hey, here's my thoughts on this. So with the videos that I've done on Trisha, I'm like, okay, maybe she'll hear, maybe she'll listen, and maybe something will click. Because way back in the day, I used to go into her chats and I would, ask certain questions. And sorry, I keep putting my finger in there. But I don't know. That's just, that I guess has been my goal kind of with my videos. Like, I think I could be respectful, and I do take a lot of time to think things over and be like, put myself in that situation. If this was a friend of mine, what kind of advice would I give? And I know that there has been a lot of people in this community that have done that, but nobody's been there for her. Nobody's been there for Trisha. Anyway, okay, let me go back to the comments here. Blue Sky says, exactly, one of them was Rev, yes, butted heads to everyone else, but she was a good friend to Trisha. And that, I will say that. I will say that for sure. But Trisha didn't see it. And, now when she's like, oh, Nikki Rev, I just love you. I just love you. I'm like, stop with the manipulation. Stop. Just stop. It's not right. And I hope that Nikki's in a position where she can see, like, okay, no, that's manipulation. I'll care for her, but I'm going to stay away from her. Okay, Lovely Lisa says, yeah, Mandy went through it with her. She sure did. She sure did. Okay, even haters were trying to help her the night of the fake blood. That is true, Stephanie, because I will never forget that night. I was in and out, and I thought, when I came back, because Trisha was doing that long live stream, and when I came back, she was covered in blood. I'm like, oh my God, she killed the dog. She killed her family. What's going on? And I'm like, somebody help. And I don't believe in going in real life, but I'm like, is somebody calling the police? What is going on? Oh my gosh. And everybody in that stream was like, help her, somebody help her, get hold of Sean, because he was in Atlanta at that time, and we're all freaking out. And then at the end, oh, what? Where am I? I've been on a live stream for 20 hours or whatever it was. I'm like, oh my God, you freaking fake. Fake, fake, fake. And that's when it was like, okay, this is all for show. Okay, let me see. Danny says, didn't you refer, oh, referee, right? A fight between her and somebody. You were a mentor of sorts. I didn't, but I know, I don't, I think, yeah, Just Being Me did, not me. Just Being Me, she was a good mentor, not mentor, mediator. I don't know. Mediator. I really do know how to read, but I don't know how to talk, I guess. Okay, let's see. Yes, ma'am. I'm so excited. I can't. Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, that's right. Blue skies. Yeah, it was Just Being Me. I can't. Okay. Nikki has always tried to be a friend to what to me. Yeah, Nikki deserves better. She did. TT just had to feel. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. Even today, the Nisi person was respectful and said she needed to take responsibility. TT got mad and defensive. Oh, hell no. How are you? Um, yeah, and that's one thing I can remember way back when. Because I'll admit it, there's times where I've trolled Trisha, but I'm a nice troll. I go in there because I'm blocked with my names. And it's funny, I gotta say this real quick because this is real funny. Um, I had got into one of Trisha's streams. I don't remember what stream it was, and I normally don't say anything, but I felt the need to say something, and I went in under my Stella, or whatever, my original account, and somebody in the chat was like, okay, Nana. It's like, I don't try to hide who I am. It's just I'm blocked on other accounts, so I had to resort to my other account. But anyway, way back in the day when I used to go in there and say things, I know Trisha was putting on her makeup and she was using a beauty sponge. No, you know what? I actually went in as myself and I said, "Oh, I think you're supposed to dampen that beauty blender or something like that." Oh, I got blocked for that. I'm like, "Really? That's all I said. You need to what?" But yeah, she does not take criticism well, even if it's constructive criticism. And yeah. So let's see what Stitching Girl says here. Trisha only went into Revs when the drama was about her only. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think I don't know, I don't watch Nikki, but I think that she's doing collabs with other people, which is good, Stick to the makeup and don't get back into the drama. Um, Although right now I'm enjoying seeing what's going on um, with Leticia and Trisha, but I don't know. I think when Miss Moonbear said, I'm here for it with the way Trisha was kind of going at Leticia, and I'm like, oh, you created a monster. She's gonna keep doing that. But and Trisha says, I'm not here to. What did she say? Like, I'm not here to criticize or poke fun at, but regardless of how we say anything to Leticia, she's gonna think we're talking down to her or talking at her. How do you? Oh, Miss Moonbear, I know, but we know we know how Trisha is, but hey, I'm there for it. I'm there to hear what she has to say because it's like I'm just so curious that can you not see yourself in some of the things that this person is saying? And then today, let me see. Let me get back. Trisha, okay. Stitching Girl says Trisha. Oh wait, I read that. Sorry. Oh, there's my finger. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Gremlin Crystal. TT cared only about the people who gave her money, not the real people who fought for her. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Lisa says, dang, she used to pound that beauty blender. I'm surprised her face held on, right? Okay, not criticism, not not criticism, not suggestion, not helpful hints. Yep, you can't. You can't. And, talking about this open-mindedness and all this, like, girl, that's not being open-minded, you know? I know, I love it. I love the circus. I've always been a people watcher, just like sit back and like I said, oh, let's see. It seems like Leticia and TT, that criticism is a direct insult or talking down at them. 100%, Miss Moonbear, 100%. And I think all of us are like that in a sense. Somebody critiques us, we're kind of like, okay. But when you are mature enough and adult enough to understand where a person is coming from, you learn how to take the criticism, whether it be good or bad. You have to do it for yourself. Let me see here. Oh, hell no, says, oh, never mind. I'll read it when you put it back up. Okay, let's see. Stitching Girl. Leticia will go end up in a mental hospital or jail close to her near future. Bye, Stephanie. Thank you for stopping in. I'm always happy to see you. Always happy to talk to you. Have a good day. Okay, let's see. Yes, this one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you I'm all over the place, but I'm so excited to do this. This is so cool. It just, I guess it takes a lot of maturity and growth to be able to handle somebody, saying something to you. Because there were some times where I get a little criticism, like, okay, well, let's say, let me point out your flaws. But then it's like, is it worth it? It's not worth it. It's, okay, thank you, let's see here. Lovely Lisa says, yes, Miss Moonbear, that's why Leticia has her comments off. And Trisha flips out. Okay, Blue Sky says, to me, it just shows how insecure they are, both always trying to prove how smart they are while living in a dumpster. Right. Yes. Okay. Ohel says, they are the same person, but one is more extreme than the other. Yeah. Yeah. Today, Trisha was saying something about, and this too, I agree. I know when Trisha says something, I'm like, oh, damn it, I agree with her. But when she was talking about these dating apps, Leticia keeps on doing these stupid dating apps. And I'm like, what? Go to the library and meet somebody. Sit down and have a conversation with somebody in the library. You are going to hookup sites. What was it, Match.com? I don't know. I've never done these dating sites before. And Trisha's like, stop using those because they're hookup sites. You know what guys want from there, right? And it's like, yeah, you're looking for a cuddle bunny, cuddle partner. What the hell? Seriously? And then to keep turning it into, what was it? Oh, the guy put his fingers in my butt crack. Ew. Okay. But Leticia was saying, I know I'm all over the place. Leticia was saying the guy ran a bath for her. I'd have been like, hell no, bye. It's crazy. So yeah, Trisha was saying, these aren't right, and you can't sit there and go around screaming rape or this and that. But I'm like, but wait a minute, Trisha. You did that a few times. Does anybody remember when she said that Lux's friend tried to, it almost turned into rape, or Gerald Jackson? Remember Gerald Jackson? And I'm like, yeah, remember you did that? And that is what takes away from people believing that women are raped, because you just throw it out there like that. Rape is something serious. Something totally serious. I've never been through that myself, thank God, but I feel for anyone who has. Oh my gosh, and then when people throw it out there and make light of it, like, oh, well, he tried to touch me, he tried to rape me. It's like, no, stop. Stop. I don't get it. I don't get it. But let me see. Let me go back to the comments here. Sorry. Let's see. Stitch says, Leticia will never take advice. She has stated she does what she wants. Leticia, I think, has always been spoiled. Yes, I agree with that. She says, like, oh, I grew up so poor and stuff. You went to Catholic schools. I didn't go to Catholic schools. They're expensive. They are expensive. My dad went to Catholic school. They're expensive. Let's see. Blue Sky says, TT occasionally says some good stuff. She just doesn't listen to her own advice. Like the cobbler's children having no shoes. Exactly. But I think in Trisha's case, I think she mimics a lot of the stuff that she hears or reads. And somebody brought this up the other day, and I totally agreed with it. When you listen to Leticia and Trisha talk, try to speak positively or motivationally and all this, it's like, okay, they've both been it's obvious because it's like they're mimicking what the therapist has told them, and it's like the same script. It's so weird. It's so weird to me. Has anybody watched the videos with Leticia talking to her therapist? I've only watched two, but those are pretty interesting. Let's see. O'Hale says, "Why would any normal guy go out with either of them? After their crazy ass stories. Boobs. According to them, it's always the boobs. It's the boobs that gets the guys, guys. That's what it is. Boobs. If you got boobs, guys want you. The dumbest thing ever. Okay, let's see. Miss Moonbear says it's horrific, and Leticia talking the way she does, it waters down the severity of what it is and makes it why it's difficult for people like myself and other women and men to get justice and be taken seriously when they do try to speak out." Exactly. Exactly. Sorry, I need water. God, Miss Boom Bear, how do you do this? You do this, and you're like so professional and just like so kicked back, and I'm like, oh my God, freaking out. Okay, yes. Yeah, and of course, people don't want to sit out here and be like, oh, that didn't happen to you, you know. But the way Leticia says it is like, how is anyone going to believe you that you're saying, okay, I went on this one date with one guy, right? And then another date, hookup, whatever you want to call it, a few days later, and then he violated me in my sleep, and then we had sex the next morning, but now I'm pregnant. And then, oh, just last night I slept at some other dude's house because he offered me a mattress or whatever it is. How is anybody gonna believe that? You don't keep putting yourself in the same damn situation. Like this is someone I wanna what? Go for it. Go for it, Reza. I'll be there. I'll be there. She's interesting. I mean, regardless of how disgusting I think she is with her mouth. I don't think, I'm not saying she looks disgusting. I'm saying the things she says, and especially the things that she is saying with hurting this baby, if she's really pregnant. Like I said, I pray she's not. Or saying that she wants to go out and wipe out people while she's driving down the road. It's scary. It's crazy. But we're the crazy ones, right? According to Leticia, we're the ones that are deranged, as she keeps on saying. Okay, Miss Moonbear says, LOL, I feel the same way when I go live. It doesn't seem so professional to me at all. LOL, but no, you run such a good chat. It's just it's nice, and then you always look nice, and then you have music and all that, and I'm just like, oh, let's push the button and go live. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but here I am. Okay, let's see here. Miss Bear says yes, and they say she told him before they had sex she needed to pay for Plan V, and she ovulates soon. That is so freaking weird. I know you can track your ovulation, schedules. I get that, but raise your hand if you've ever done that. I myself, I've never done that. I mean, okay, wait, I lied. Yeah, I knew what times I shouldn't, so I wouldn't get pregnant, but not like with a date. You don't be like, oh yeah, I'm ovulating in like a day or two, so it's like, okay, if you're ovulating, then abstain. Is that what they say? Abstain, don't have, sex. Okay, O'Hale says mad at them. Yeah. Blue Sky says the Jason whatever guy gave her money. She chose not to use it on a Plan B, but got gas instead. She's nuts. I agree. You're doing a lovely job, Miss Moonbear. Yes, she is. Usually when you're trying to get pregnant, right? Yeah, that's the way I see it. If I was trying to get pregnant, oh, okay, these are the days that we try to make a baby. So, yeah, it's weird. Okay, lovely Lisa says, what I'm not understanding is Leticia said she slept with a random dude the day before, the supposed baby daddy. So whose baby is it then? She obviously has an infatuation with this Jason guy. Use contraception then if you're insisting on getting laid during ovulation. Yes. And this is a thing that I sit back here and think, because I think Leticia is intelligent to a certain degree, but it's like is she intelligent because of the things that she's read, because of the things that she's taken in via her therapist or whatever else it might be? Because I kind of feel the same way with Trisha. It's like they both think that they're so smart. Hey, Sunshine Sally, hello, how are you? Yes, I'm live. I've missed you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm sending you a big hug, big hug, big hug. Um, with Trisha too, because if you ever watch sometimes Trisha when she's thrown off guard, it's like, oh my, wait, I don't know what to say here, and I think Leticia does the same thing where it's just like she keeps on repeating things that she's said, read, whatever it might be, and then they both do this where they say like, my stories stayed the same, it hasn't changed. Yeah, because you've rehearsed it and you've said it 100,000 times. Of course, it's set in your brain. But with Leticia, coming off like I'm so smart and I'm smarter than you, and shut up, Spike T, you're just a dumbass, you don't know anything. Well, I know enough not to go get on a dating site and then scream rape. I know that's that's stupid. I know not to do it again, and I know not to sit out here and be like, oh, the baby daddy didn't want to stay with me, and now I'm stuck with this. I'm forced to this pregnancy. You're not forced to have this pregnancy. My gosh, that person is so entitled. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Miss Moonbear. She was or still trying to get pregnant. Okay, let's see here. Miss Moonbear, again, I'm having my second child due to failed birth control, but there are other options. Yes, that's true. I had a few of those too. I was like, what? What do you mean I'm pregnant? I was on the pill. And that's why they called me Fertile Myrtle. Let's see here. I only say those options are available because of how negatively she speaks on behalf of that child. Yes, I agree. Sally says, hello everyone in the chat. So glad to see you all. Hi, Yoga Pants. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, hell no says, it is sickening how she talks about the child. Sunshine Sally says, I'm so angry about Leticia and this baby. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Same, Sunshine Sally, same. And I have been wanting and waiting to make a video, but I just haven't had time. Usually I have little ones around here screaming in the background. So, okay, when Leticia was... I'm sorry. Thanks for hanging in here, guys, because I'm just all over the place, and I'm just talking to you like if we're like sitting around at a table and just like gossiping, okay? Because like I'm like all over the place. If you guys met me in real life, this is how I would be. My videos, I try to be a little bit more professional and sound like I really know what I'm talking about. This was off the cuff, and I'm like, whatever, I'm going live, and I'm going to talk to my girls. I'm going to talk to everybody. Just have a good day. So anyhow, with Leticia, when she's like, oh, well, he didn't get me the plan B. He didn't pay for the plan B. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, bougie homeless person here. Okay, sorry, I'm not meaning to poke fun, but you guys know what I'm saying. You can pay $10 for your vegan milkshake, whatever it might be, but you couldn't pay whatever it is for a plan B yourself? Okay. But we're the deranged ones, right? Okay, that makes no sense to me. The girl makes no sense. No sense. Okay, let's see here. Lovely Lisa says, oh hell, my heart is broken for that poor baby. Blue Skies, I meant to say hi earlier. Oh hell no, it's saying hi, Blue Skies. Okay, why isn't someone arresting her or something for purposely not taking care of that baby? Exactly, that's what I don't understand. Now I know that Trisha has said, Sally, did you watch Trisha's videos? She's finally giving her opinion on Leticia. I know she refers to her as TLC. I don't know, I just think it's weird calling her TLC because that's the daughter's initials. But when Trisha's like, oh, go inpatient, it's like, but wait, when people were advising you to go inpatient, you're like, no, I'm not doing it. I don't need to do it. So it's like, how can you sit there and give that advice when you are not taking that advice? And then there was another thing that Trisha said. She said for Leticia to stop threatening to hurt yourself or commit suicide. I'm like, wait a minute. You were... Real, Does anybody remember when Trisha was just threatening that when she's like, goodbye, this is the end of me? Right. I'm like, girl, stop. You've thrown that out there way too many times. Way too many times. That's another thing I don't like. Suicide is a very touchy subject for me because it's hit way too close to home for me with a few people. So I don't like to talk about that. But when I hear people using that as a scare tactic or manipulation, it just pisses me off. Pisses me off because in the situations that I have dealt with in my life, that person didn't say anything. There were no warning signs. It just happened. So when I hear somebody say that or use that as a tactic, I'm like, you suck. You really suck. And I hate that. Okay, sorry, that guy's still in Arkansas and just going around and around because she happens to go to these appointments and she's like, oh, my doctor. So I'm like, okay, so you have an established doctor. So does that mean that you're driving back to the same place? I don't know. Just kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Yoga Pants says, it's almost scary how TT and Leticia are alike. Although Leticia is dangerous with her words, while Trisha feels TT... Oh, well, I feel Trisha is calculated with hers. I agree. 100% Yoga. 100%. I said this to somebody. I think that Trisha has 10 years on Leticia, and I think that Trisha has kind of found a way to be more stealth, I guess, with her actions and her words. I mean, we've heard Trisha say some horrible things, but I have not heard her say, like, I want to go out and take out all of society. She might have had that thought at one time, but yeah, it's totally different in that way. Okay, let's see here. Oh gosh, let's see. Going back to Sunshine Sally, yes, and her saying she's not going to work and she's entitled makes me so mad. Yes. Okay, O'Hale says, Sally, I think she's driving around the state of Arkansas so they won't find her. I believe that too. Okay, Crystal says, I don't believe at all that she's pregnant. Wait, I don't believe at all she's pregnant. I will try to throw. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see, Sally, no, I haven't seen anything TT in weeks. She's talking, yeah, she just did. She did 2 videos. And Sally, I was waiting for it. And I have a video up today too. I put one up. I posted it yesterday, but I just made it public this morning. Yes, TT was giving herself paper cuts. Let's see. I went on Facebook earlier and it was gross and weird. No one likes yeah, it's weird. Okay, let's see. That's TT's biggest ammo is her offing herself. Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, I think she's driving around because, as far as I know, Leticia said that she's missed a car payment and maybe they're looking for a car, but I think she has a warrant. I don't know. I read that somewhere, but who knows? These two, the same dose of crazy. Yes, Crystal, I agree. I want them to do a panel together. Really, really think it would be great. Oh my gosh, the stories they would tell. Oh, hell no. I think I might have to have a little drink for that stream. Whew. Okay, Letty lets the crazy show while Patty tries to mask it. I agree with that, Gigi, 100%. Okay, Sunshine Sally says, I hate when people have the mentality that they own things, that they are own things. Yeah. TT is better at manipulating and hiding. I agree, Blue Skies. And that's from me watching Trisha for so long, you know. Yeah. Leticia is something new that I have been watching, but whoo, I tell you, some of the things they say, I'm like, word for word, holy crap. But I'm making a video about that one. That's going to be interesting. Okay, let's see. Crystal says, I have never prayed in bad in someone, but after that video, I said things I heard. Baby, I pray that she's not pregnant. No child asked to be here. No child deserves to be treated that way. I agree. I agree with you, Crystal, because I said that too probably in this video. I don't remember what I said earlier, but I pray that it's a figment of her imagination. I've known people that have done that, where they have tricked themselves into being pregnant. They have all the symptoms and everything, except for the sonogram part that I see, and I don't know if that was a fake or if it's real, but whatever it might be. I just pray that it's something she's manifested, as she keeps on saying. Let's see. Blue Sky says, there would need to be two big mirrors, and all we would hear is this and that, and yep, that's exactly how it would go. They need to be in Big Brother house. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Yeah, they should have a Big Brother house with all the, I don't want to say loonies because I don't want to offend anybody, but all the hot messes, shall we say. Um, yeah, it just, the similarities are just so odd to me. Just like, what? What? How is this possible? How is this possible? And there's times where I'm like, okay, Trisha says she's an actor. She's claimed that many, many a times. We've all heard her say that. And I'm just like, okay, you say you're an actor, so the way I'm looking at Leticia, is she an actress too? Is she making this all up? Because she shares so much of the same stories or, things that Leticia does. Like with this latest thing with Leticia, with the guy that she just slept with last night or whatever. And the way she's talking about it, I'm like, did this really happen or is she making it up? And it's like with Trisha with that Ukrainian soldier story. Oh, Ukraine's something going on there. So all of a sudden, Trisha's relating it to herself. So I'm like, are you guys for real? Are you making up these things? I just can't tell the truth. I don't know. I have no idea. I tell you, I have dealt with people like this in my real life. I can remember dealing with this one person. Um, they showed it to the deceased, and people in the family, they're like, we don't know who this person is. And I'm like, could she be a long lost cousin? Because she, no. And she was just, oh my gosh, and do you remember the times that we did this? And they're like, what? What? It was so weird. And the girl just went with it and they asked her to leave. And oh my gosh, it was just crazy. The craziest thing I'd ever seen. Well, I thought until I found YouTube. Let's see. Oh, Hal says, Blue Skies, TT's the master, and she found her Karate Kid to teach him manipulate. Wax on, wax off. Okay. It would be funny because you never know what comes from it. Yeah. That's a great way to put it. Yeah. Okay. YouTube first soap opera. TT and Leticia in the same house. Wow. That would be interesting. Okay. I think there's truth to her mumbo jumbo, but a lot of times it's lies mixed into it. She just wanted somewhere to cook her potato. Oh my God. I'm like, really? You can possibly take a potato into a convenience store and say, hey, I don't have a place to put this. Can I cook that? Oh my gosh. Oh, a good thing I gave up baked potatoes. Let's see. I haven't watched the new ones from Leticia. Did she hook up with someone while pregnant? Yes. Yes. I just watched that this morning. Oh my gosh. Um, it's crazy because Leticia, I guess her phone cut out on her. She starts screaming like whoever lives in her phone is cutting her off because they don't want her to tell her truth. And I don't mean to make light of it, like people who really have issues and stuff. I've had a few relatives that had mental issues, and so I'm not making light of it in any sense, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this all out. Let's see. Everything is everyone else's fault. Yes. A lovely Lisa. Yeah, Leticia said that he was a pastor or preacher or something, and she thought she would have a safe place to go. But you know how it goes. I guess he put his fingers in her butt crack or something like that. Made her feel. I don't know. It's just crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I'd be laughing. Yeah, that was crazy. She said potato like 52. Oh my gosh, TT's a liar, but I don't know if Leticia knows she's lying. You don't know if Leticia knows Trisha's lying or she's lying herself. Valentine's Day. She's too detailed sometimes. That you know what? I have dealt with some good liars. Hey, Sarah's Life, how are you? Blue Skies, you need to watch her earlier videos. Not, she seemed normish, yeah. Let's see, sorry, not sorry. If she's really pregnant, I don't feel bad calling her crazy. She's totally heard that. Yeah, I agree with you there. Okay, why couldn't that person in her phone reach out? That'd be funny. Letty knows when she's lying, and she brags about lying. Oh, good, good. Glad that you're doing good. And thank you for being here. This is totally spontaneous. I don't know what I'm doing, but like I said, I just feel like I'm hanging out with my friends and just chit-chatting and gossiping about what we see on YouTube. What was I gonna say? Oh, darn it, brain fart. Let's see. You know what? And that's the thing, Stitching Girl, with the weed. I heard Leticia say like, "Oh, I've known plenty of mothers who have drank through their pregnancies and the baby's just fine." I'm like, no. What is it called? Fetal syndrome or something like that? No. Oh, I've known mothers who've smoked. No. I went to school and there was a girl there that had gotten pregnant smoking weed when she was pregnant. She swore up and down that that would not going to hurt her baby and that no, 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 people were wrong. And when she'd come around and stuff and her baby was like really delayed and he was always behind, what he should have been doing. And I swear it was the weed that did that. Oops, sorry, keep putting my fingers in the front of that. Okay. If it was a job, DT, look, these would be millionaires. That is true. That is very true. Let's see. She eats sushi. No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fetal alcohol syndrome. I taught two kids that had it. It was awful. They were slow and delayed. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. It just when Leticia keeps on saying, you know, this pregnancy was forced upon me. It was forced upon me. And like, no, it was not forced upon you. You made the choice to find somebody on a hookup site. You made the decision to stay with that person. You made the decision to lay down next to that person, and you made the decision to keep this baby. If there's a baby, I pray, 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 pray that there's not. But what did she say in one of her streams? Like, oh, I've got a small box. I'm keeping a small cardboard box. And I'm like, you're sick. You're sick. And I know people are probably like, oh, that's mean. You shouldn't say it. I'm sorry. That's freaking sick. That is sick for somebody to sit there and think that. Especially with so many people who are wanting babies and somebody said she should think about adoption. I'm like, she's already said she doesn't want to adopt this baby, but she'll happily force the baby into foster care until she gets settled. It's like, you're not going to get settled because you think everybody owes you something. It's sick. It's sick, sick, sick. Let's see. Sarah, watch videos. Come on, Spike T. Do a panel with TT and Leticia. I think I could. Oops, let's see. Sorry, telephono. Um, Yoga Pants. I think I could. I think I could totally do a panel with Trisha. With Leticia too, I think I could as them because that's just the way I am. But when Sunshine Sally did that stream with Trisha, and everybody got so upset with her and they didn't understand, and I was like, wait, I totally get Sally where she's coming from because I've wished that I could do that too, where we could talk rationally, we could rationalize things because and like I said, or her or whatever it was, and I wasn't like screaming or yelling and stuff. And it's like, but that's not how you get through to somebody. And when Trisha says about Leticia, that you shouldn't make fun of. I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm going to point out the things that I don't like. I don't like her continuously slandering this Jason guy. If he exists, I don't know. If is that a real name? But she's slandering him by saying all this stuff about him. She doxes her family. I mean, I know everybody in her family just about now by name because she's put their names out there. Um, she comes across as snobby, pompous, and entitled. Me pointing that out is not making fun of her. You know, I could talk about the way she dances. Okay, maybe this is poking fun at her. She just said, "Oh my gosh, I just dance and everybody I mesmerize everybody with my dance." I'm like, "Girl, I seen you dance. I'd stare too, but it's not because you got me mesmerized." I don't know. It's crazy, but I can't stop watching. Okay, let's see here. Blue Sky says she's the reason I'm considering adoption. She's demonstrated that what crazy things the mom can do while pregnant, and the kid's suffering. Yeah, the kids suffer, sorry. Very hard to eat healthy in a car. I know. I, I've made trips here and there, and we're trying to hurry to get to our destination, and I can't eat a salad in the car. Being a vegan does not mean you are eating healthy. That is right, oh hell. And if she's on a vegan diet, is that good for the baby? Doesn't the baby need extra nutrition? Here, I don't know. I don't know what you eat on a vegan uh, diet. It's not hard to shake your head at Leticia. And it's not hard for me to shake my finger at Leticia either. It's like, I'm telling you, stop it. Titi is hoping everyone will be okay with her now because she's telling Leticia what to do. What's what? I agree, Sarah. I agree. Like I said, now all of a sudden, what Trisha's this beacon of enlightenment. I'm like, oh, I've come to this enlightenment within the past month, and now I'm, all will be forgiven. No, 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 no. Okay, let's see. I wonder if people called Jason, we should put a number up. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I looked up that number. I didn't call, but it came back to a California number, and I was like, wait, I thought Jason was in wherever she was. Okay. But that's the thing. And see, I don't think that Leticia knows how people are in this community, where you put a number out there, and there's some people that will call and start digging, and I don't think she knows that yet, but she'll find out soon enough. And now, like, she's getting mad because people are reaching out to her and stuff. It's like, you put your name out there. You don't think that people are going to reach out, especially because she's saying this story with being pregnant. Although, one video she made where she was getting really upset because people were contacting her, whatever it is. And she's like, I'm done making videos. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just going to go off and nobody's going to know about this baby. And I was thinking, okay, first of all, I'm like, uh-oh, she's pulling a TT, like, goodbye, YouTube, I'm done, she'll be back. But I thought, oh, so is that the scheme? Is that the plan? The plan was to get everybody hooked with this story of this, this lady, not a girl, she's 34, she's not a girl, this lady getting pregnant, having the baby, and then now she disappeared from YouTube. But she dropped her PayPal link or whatever it was. I thought, oh, was that it? So, I don't know. There's still a lot of things that I'm unsure about. And, I'm sure that she's going to be... Wait, let's see. Stitching Girl says, most vegans find protein powders that will support their babies. And protein powders are expensive. Sarah says, she needs fats in that diet also for baby, along with vitamins and veggies. She has to eat right for sugar levels. Last thing she needs to, yeah. Okay, let's see. TT thinks she's found a way to weasel her way into streaming more by commenting on Leticia because, TT has the best life-giving suggestions info to give. Yeah. Sorry, I'm probably reading that all wrong. Sounds so sad. My son and my daughter-in-law not able to have a baby. I know, Chocoholic, that is, it's very sad, being a mother and thinking back to when I was pregnant, like, oh, how it made me feel and how you just wanted to protect that baby that was in your belly and you didn't want to see anything bad come to it. And then this chick is over here like, who cares? I don't care about this kid. It's not mine. It's like, okay. It's gross. It's gross. Let's see. Sunshine Sally says maybe TT and Leticia can get a house together. You know what? Sunshine Sally, I'm not sure if I heard it right or not, but I swear that Trisha told Leticia if you come like her way that she'd show you around, or maybe she was talking about something else. I kind of listen, but I don't listen. I kind of tune them out after a while because they just talk too much. Talk, although I've been talking for an hour now. Let's see. At least they could park cars together. Yeah, see, they could park cars together and then put like a little kitchen area in the middle, and then they could meet for lunch and dinner and just, maybe play, I don't know, the banjos, the guitars or something, have a little cookout, maybe make some s'mores. Okay, I'm being facetious, but you guys know what I mean. Let's see, what I was going to say. I need more water. I know someone who was a vegan. Wait, they do move to a vegetarian till they have their child. They put dairy in. Yeah, yeah. I have a friend too that, well, she was, I think, vegetarian. So, like, could you imagine one of them bringing a man over and, yeah, they could cook potatoes. What is it with the potatoes? Oh my gosh. To watch the TV. You know what? Leticia will irritate you, but she's still interesting to watch. She just the way, for me to sit back here and think like, oh my gosh, well, how do people think like that? Even with people, because Trisha, Leticia, and there's been others that sit there and swear that we are just jealous of them because we're talking about them. Oh, you're just so jealous. You're just so jealous. No, you know what I'm jealous of? I'm jealous that you guys have the opportunity to sit there for hours and hours and hours and just talk and make videos because I don't have that. So I'm jealous of that. I don't have quiet time. My quiet time is sitting in the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. Right now I have quiet time and I'm enjoying it. Okay, Sarah says, it is scary to think of the outcome of all of this if she's really pregnant. Will she do the right thing and put it up for adoption? Will she harm the baby? I dread to find out online she's done wrong. This pregnant young woman is homeless. Yes, she's homeless. She's living in her car. If she wasn't pregnant, I'd laugh at her more, but being pregnant, she makes me mad. Yep. She said she won't put it up for adoption. She refuses to sign it over. She just wants it in foster care. No one is jealous of either of those bums. I agree. I'm not jealous. Only of the time that they have to waste talking online. Okay, well, Lisa sits in the bathroom. Jealous of TT. Okay. Right? I'm not. Well, I don't have a storage shed. Should I be jealous of that? Blue, I heard her say that too. I think she can't have her daughter. No one should have her. Yeah, and then I heard Trisha today in her video saying, be your own lawyer. Be your own lawyer. I was my own lawyer, and I got my kids back. Fight for your daughter. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you telling her that? Do you not hear what this woman is saying? Do you not hear what she is saying? That she will harm this unborn child. Yes, I understand she loves her child, her daughter, and I really do think that that's like really what has sent her over the deep end. Yeah, get better, but I don't think she's capable of taking care of another person. So I'm like, why are you telling her to be her own lawyer? Listen to this woman. She's delusional. She is delusional. Let's see here. Okay. No. Okay. Gigi says, I think a lot of things she says is to get at the supposed father for maybe baby. Trying to force him to reach out. Yeah, I think so too, Gigi. So jealous of deranged, lying, nasty, conniving individuals. Sunshine. Sally says, Nana, I want to nap on that gray, comfy lounger in your background. Me too. I'd love to be sitting on there right now, having a nice cup of tea. No, I don't drink tea. Oh, she has another one, but no custody. Yikes. TT and Leticia cannot look after themselves, let alone anyone else. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Chocoholic. Leticia has a daughter, and I'm only saying this because Leticia's the one that put it out there. I don't know anything about this girl other than what she's put out there, okay? So don't be like, oh my god, you're talking about her. You're talking about me. She has a daughter that was given to the father. He has full custody. She has a video where she went and visited the ex. She went to the house banging on the door. That one's crazy. I think it's titled like going to my ex's house or whatever. So Chocoholic, check that one out. Check that one out. I was tripping out with that one. But she said that she's had an abortion before, and then she had a stillborn. So this is like her fourth pregnancy, according to what she has put out there. I'm telling you. Let's see. Never under. Yeah. Let's see here. She signed over the rights to her daughter. She claims they tricked her over signing. And it's so wild to me that everything is everybody else's fault. All of it. All of it. I don't get that. I have never, well, with the whole jealousy thing, like, I've never sat here and just thought, like, oh my God, they're just jealous of me. You're jealous of me. You're jealous of me. You're, I don't think I've ever told anybody in my life, you're just jealous of me. And it's not because I feel like, oh, they shouldn't be jealous of me. I mean, I don't want people to feel jealous of me. There's not anything that I'm like, oh, look at me. Let be jealous, be jealous. And I don't think I've ever sat here being envious or jealous, like, oh my God, I hate that, cow because she's got a nice house or a nice car. I don't get that. I don't understand it. And the sense of entitlement, I do not understand that at all. I don't sit here and be like, oh, you owe me, they owe me, you owe me, society owes me. Nobody owes me anything. I owe it to myself to provide for myself, to keep myself healthy and happy. Well, of course, my husband does too, but who said it? Somebody said it the other day about us mooching off our husbands. I can't remember. Was that Trisha, or who said that? Somebody said, was it Miss Moonbear's chat? I can't remember. Somebody said something about how wives are mooching off their husbands. Wait a minute here. I don't mooch off my husband. He provides for me, and I provide for him as well. Okay, let's see here. Get back to the. Sunshine Sally says, has anyone watched the videos after she got arrested for going to the father's house? They're crazy. Yep. Yep. The videos with her therapist are the ones that got me. I've only watched two of those. Um, I think in one he talked more. And she thinks very highly of this therapist. So I'm like, why don't you reach out to him? Even if it's just a phone call. Maybe he told her not to go back. I don't know. Stitching Girl says she never went to court to fight for her daughter. That's right. But then again, that was somebody else's fault, right? Chocoholic says, oh, is that the one that went to the ex's house? Yes, that's the one. Blue Sky says, neither. Me neither. It's so rude and pretentious to say that others are jealous. Chocoholic says, I'm putting all of this together, taking it all in before I start watching. Grab a drink and some aspirin because the girl talks circles and she will give you a headache. I listen to her on high speed because I can't, but I won't stop watching. Okay, can CPS not look into her? Look at the videos and see for themselves, she's saying. I think they could, but I think somebody has to report her. I don't know how that works, Sarah, but you would think that somebody could help this baby if there's, really a baby there. People with good hearts are happy for others. They do. Yes, exactly. She wants everything handed to her without the work. Yeah. It was TT talking about Paula. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, and to me, marriage isn't 50-50. It's 100 and 100. You have to give 100% of yourself. The other person has to give 100% of themselves as well. And when I heard her say that, and of course, she's directing it to one person, but I'm like, people in the chat are going to take offense to that if you say that. You can't just throw things out there. That's why it's like with Leticia, she throws things out there, and it's like, and then you get pissed off because people call you out on it. You can't throw things out there like that. I don't mooch off my husband. Happy marriage. See, it's different when you're happy in your marriage, when you're happy with your partner. You're willing to give 100% of yourself, as I am, as he is. Because we's happy. We ain't jealous. I ain't jealous. Okay, well, thank God for fast forward, Nana. You know what? I didn't even know I could do that. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I already can talk fast sometimes. Sometimes I don't talk fast, but then I was listening to myself sped up, and I was like, oh my gosh. I sound like a drum tucker. So, anyway, I could go on and on, but this has been fun. I just don't feel like doing much today. Yes, I'm going to be a lazy person today. Oh my gosh. I think that he thinks because that's what she did. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. But I'm interested to keep on seeing what advice Trisha has. I'm just waiting for Leticia to possibly watch a video. I find it weird that Trisha hasn't tagged Leticia in the video, because if they're intended for her to hear, why wouldn't she tag her or use her in the title? I don't do that with my videos, because like if they listen, they listen. But I mainly do videos for you guys, because I know a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, you said exactly what I was feeling. We had the same thoughts, and I know a lot of you don't have platforms or don't feel the need to. There has been times where I have done videos and I post them and I thought, you know what, nah, it's not worth it, so I delete them. And I know I shouldn't do that, but I do. I don't. Well, let's see. Excuse me, Miss Sarah says, I don't get the whole thing of the man has to look and provide for the wife. I was the one who worked full time while my hubby stayed home with the kids. I know, I don't get that either. I do not understand that. You don't stay happily married for many years without having to put in a lot of effort into it. That's for sure. That is true. I want Leslie to clap back at TT when it happens. I know I'm going to laugh so hard. Yeah. Let's see. Can't wait for Leticia to respond. It will be worth the popcorn. Yep. Bye, Reza. Give the hugs. Give the kids a hug for me. I hope you're feeling better. We should do this more often. And if you go live or want to react to Leticia, let me know, Reza, because I'm there for it. Okay, let's see. Have a good night, Sarah. I've done that. Okay, nothing wrong with a man being home so I can work. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. What was I going to say? I was going to say something I can't remember. Oh, but I wonder. Well, now because it's a, new me, new direction, new adventure, new enlightenment. I wonder if, because we know how Leticia reacts, she's not, she just talks down to people. So I'm wondering, if she's like gonna come back, if she watches Trisha's video and be like, who are you, and blah 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 blah, and how Trisha's going to react. Is she going to stay level headed, or is it gonna get like, wow? I'm hoping for that cat fight, but Trisha doesn't do drama anymore, so it probably won't go that way. Yeah. Um, but it's interesting. It is really interesting. And oh, and Leticia, if you happen to watch this video or listen to this video, which I doubt, people can still watch your content even though they're blocked. So when people, watch your videos and they're talking about it and you've blocked them, it's because we can still see your videos. I didn't know if you knew that, because you keep on saying, well, they're blocked. How are they sharing my content? They're not blocked from seeing your content. They're blocked from replying or messaging you, but not seeing. We could still see everything. Yeah, just thought I'd put that out there because she keeps on saying it. It's like, okay. Let's see. Chocoholic says, I was wondering who TT was giving advice to the other day. Yeah, that she was giving it to Leticia. Can we please send blackberry bourbon to both of them? Ooh. Can you send me some too? I'll take some. I might need that. It's so funny when she says that. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? You have them blocked where you can't see what they're saying. They can't comment to you, but we can still see your content. We can still see what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, my back. I don't know. Crazy, but it's entertaining. And I want to see how this goes. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Sunshine Sally says, I hate to miss the rest, but I took my pain meds and my eyes are very heavy. Don't want to tell you something crazy. Love you all. So glad I caught you live, Nana. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sally. Have a nice nap. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you are. I'm going to get off too because I've already been on over an hour. Oh my gosh, and I talk a lot. And I don't want to be one of those people that just sits here and likes to hear myself talk. But anyhow, sorry this was all over the place. was not planned. I just kind of was like, oh my gosh, I got some things to say, and I just want to kind of like hang out with my friends and just talk, just chill out, and just be myself and gossip a little bit. So that's going to be it for me for today. I might do this more often if I have quiet times. Thank you for those of you who came in. And again, I apologize for just being like scattered all over the place. But hey, it was just like we are sitting around and having a conversation. So have a great day, and maybe we'll try this again. Maybe I will figure out StreamYards, because I know my girls have been telling me to do that for the longest time, and we can do a stream and get back to having some fun, but having a little bit of discussion here and there too. Let me see, read this last thing here. Okay, O'Hale says, bye everyone. This was a great stream. Thank you, O'Hale. Scatterbrain, but okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Stitching Girl says she does react to people posting, but she doesn't react to people posting, but she does every time. Adonis, Hatman, Paula trigger every time. Yeah. Okay, Chocolate says, thanks for the info, Nana, and everyone here. I have a dentist appointment. Oh, I hope your appointment goes well. Not my favorite, but I hope you do good. Hey, this is me now. I'm ending this, but I'll try to go live more often if I had a quiet time today. Quiet time. I don't know what you want to call it, but I know, I'm sorry. I put it on YouTube. I was just like, I was not planning to do this, and I was like, oh hell, what? I was going to make a video, and I thought, let's just try it live. A little bit nervous, a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. Bye, Stitching Girl. Thank you for coming in. Bye, Sarah's Life. Bye, Chocoholic. Oh, hell no. Thank you for being here. Blue Skies. Sunshine Sally. And everybody else who stopped by. Thank you so much. Bye, this is me now. I'll talk to you on Twitter. You know I'm all over Twitter. But, okay, bye, guys. Have a great day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.